And the upside is we don't waste them, but clearly wasting 4 is not what we wanted. Alright, I can play another Blood Grove. And we actually set up to do it right there, so I guess we do. Okay. Alright, more meadows. Alright, hand size reasonable right now. Got a lot of spiders coming in here. Okay. Gotta stabilize a little bit more. That's a dead card. I don't think I want any more Blood Groves. Could play one over here. I really don't think I want any more Blood Groves. Okay. Level 6 chest. Maybe soon. We're not near max HP, so I'm not so worried about max HP effects right now. I just care about the extra stats. Alright, how close are we to boss? Half. Gotta get stronger in this next loop. Yeah. The ring we looted is a good ring, but it's worse than what we're doing most of the time right now. Like, we just need regen, right? So... yeah. Isn't max HP good for Oblivion? Sure, I've got 3 Oblivions left, though. So is it super 2 Oblivions left right now? It's only kind of whatever right now. Where do these go? There. It's fine. Okay. Magic damage for skeletons is gonna happen as we go through the next loop. Alright, we did regenerate some health during this run. Yeah, it's even better than what we were holding on to. So we can ditch that. Go. Got another meadow I'd like to play. I don't want to ditch my Oblivions. Fuck. I didn't count my current hand size here. Okay. Let's move some stuff around in here. If I was going to equip equipment, I guess I could have done that then. Regen per second ring, I don't really want to give up quite yet. We're going to run through a bunch of draws here, though. Where else can these be played? There's one there. Okay. Probably fight twice more before I have to get rid of that Oblivion. Alright. Don't need more Chrono Crystals right now. Weapon still sucks ass. Oh, the treasury, good. Okay. Have all the blood groves down that I want. Dude, fucking rat dogs are so annoying. Just so much damage. Another cemetery is pretty good news for us. Pretty far away. Get a double day spawn here if we wait, so let's wait. Gotta be strong for these skeletons or we're gonna lose the run right here. So I probably will crack that right after we pass here. Not close to losing my Oblivion. I can play some mountains, more HP, max HP. I mean, max HP is always a little relevant, but it's, I can't wait to get Forest to replace Mountain, but we're just not close yet. Mountain's pretty fucking weak. Can reduce the number of skeletons. Is there 4 on that one tower right now? It's a little scary, isn't it? Alright, what do we just draw? Regen per second is an upgrade right now. Good. I need a weapon though. This is just not cutting it. Weird that chronos are feeling weak. Maybe because we didn't draw the skeletons early enough. Yeah. Alright, I don't want more spiders. I do want more meadows. We have a location for some meadows, so let's play a couple. Don't want to spawn bosses, of course, but we aren't very close. Okay. Do I want to place this now? I need to get cards out of my hand. I don't think I want any more groves either. Fucking rat dogs doing too much work. I was thinking of building put a rock there, play 3 more meadows in here, but I'm not really short on space yet. Could just wait on this too. Could chrono crystal it like out here, a milled meadow there for just a little tiny bit more regen. Places more tiles though, and I'm not sure that I'm feeling super strong. Yeah. Dude, these rats are crushing us. Dude, we scaled so poorly. Their battlefield. Actually kind of helpful right now, although we're not going to get any value out of that one. So I could stick a battlefield here. Alright, so we're going to walk over this. We're going to want to summon the boss this next loop. We're going to get potions back. It's one more fight right now. I don't mind discarding Chrono Crystals. We spawn 2 blood golems. Okay. Alright, 1 Oblivion in hand. There's the spawn. Okay. We're about to go fight fucking skeletons, and they're packed. That's so many skeletons for our health total. We need magic damage. There's 6 magic damage on these 2 items that are improvements for us. But it's not a ton. And that's how we get stronger. Are we strong enough to do that? I don't know. I wish I had one thing that could regulate that down. I mean, we have to take the run, right? Can't just leave here. Could crack this, though. Look for a weapon upgrade. Evasion. Okay. Another battlefield. We already passed it. Not super great anymore. What happens if I overload this? If I Does battlefield overlapping here fuck me with blood spawns or no? It doesn't, right? Okay. Alright. I can crack this if we're looking for, but it's just a % chance to get that weapon. I mean, it's still something. I don't have 2 meadows, so I don't really want to fill it in with 2 rocks. Alright, let's see what we get from here. Four skellies is terrifying. Alright, we're at 26% evasion. Good luck us. We need a weapon that does something. We haven't had better than a gray weapon this entire run. It's so bad when they spawn that. Alright, 7 is... We're gonna lose some of our vampirism. I think we're taking that though. Is that better than 8% evasion? Maybe. This is why we fight skeletons for the upgrades, right? Fucking finally. Can we survive 3 packs of this though? We're out of potions already. Don't know. Maybe if we start nuking with Oblivion a little bit. Got another pack of 4 skellies. We took like 900 damage there. We upgraded 3 things, but the upgrades are not amazing. We have to heal at least once. Four more, didn't draw any suppression. Definitely overextended. It's just a stupid fucking comment. It's really not. Definitely overextended. Fucking quotations everywhere on that. All the rest of these fights are fine for us. Not getting a weapon upgrade has been tough, and the fact that there's 4 skeletons in here with no suppression drawn is tough too. This is how you get stronger though, is fighting skeletons. You just watched us fight 4 skeletons and get 4 weapon upgrades. I don't know if we can make the next round or not. We're a little close to a level up, but not super close. Out of Oblivions. We'll see.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Love the stream _carrot less than 3.
Oh, thank you, Onyina, for the sub. Onyina? I'm not sure how to say it. Oh, we're not gonna make that. We just got hit for 108. Alright, regen per second on this. No evasion. $55. Nope. We're dead. Fuck. Rip. Maybe I should have retreated. I don't know, man. Like, we have to get strong off the skeletons. We can just leave, but it's a really low count for that. It's pretty bad. Okay. Alright. That sucks. I just feel like the RNG on that was just brutal. Like, can't get a weapon for 4 runs or something, and then we lose because we can't get a weapon. Missed this by a lot, so we're not close. Act 2 skeletons are much harder. No, it's just I don't want any additional explanations for it. The explanation is really transparent. The explanation is we didn't draw a fucking weapon. So you guys see the problem of having all of these. I really like chrono crystals for skeleton acceleration. That was a big map. I don't know. Spread out the crypts. It doesn't really work that way. The good weapon you can. Oh my god, chat. Just drop. Trying to understand that. If it's like, if you don't get what happened there, like shooting out these ideas that are wrong just requires that I shoot down each of those ideas in turn. Yep, sometime in between locations gives you a small amount of regen per second. The thing is that you build locations in this game around things, so those locations are built around chronos and battlefields, so we don't really want the skeletons not in range of the battlefield. The whole point of having skeletons in range of battlefield is loot generation, especially early in the run, early in the loop. So no for that. I mean, it's just, we need the appropriate amount, right? Which is early you want that accelerated, then you want that capped. And we can do that. We have the tools in this deck to do it. We just didn't draw them. All right, what is this going? Here, I guess. So I could put one there. Overlaps 2. That's okay. Sure. Yeah. All right. I don't know if blood golems are spawned by spiders still. Don't know. All right, battlefield right now is excellent. We want it there, I think. So the grove's gonna go there. I could place it inside. Inside's fine. Then place the accelerators on the other side, and then the limiters. That's reasonable. Okay. Alright, I do want to play one of these meadows. Not there, though. Okay.
Come, steal yourself.
Thanks for gift to sub, Calric.
Building an army.
Alright. Spawning an enemy. It's not a mimic. What is it? Every 4 attacks. Alright, so we want to minimize the attacks on that, I guess. Yeah. Immediately getting paid off by our spawn there. Great. Okay. Spiders. Where? I don't know. Loop spawn's not been amazing here either. Dude, it's so annoying to have the second one fail though. Right? That's so fucking annoying after our beautiful first round. Picked up a lot of evasion here. Oh, I could play it here. Don't really want to overlap with those, do I? So I guess I do want to play it there. Okay. Alright, we're at full HP, so the regen off groves isn't super useful quite yet. I don't have to play them ahead of time. I'd like to play it off the treasuries. First lantern is whatever. We are missing a lot of our draws. The deck is so fucking thick with all this shit in here, though. Might be too thick. Alright, I want to feed this grove early. I don't want to bring it above 3. Do I want to play this now, though? Maybe. Okay. Alright, that loop was really weak for us. Drew almost no cards, got no upgrades. Just a bad loop. Okay. Shouldn't have built the mountain on that side. Okay. Four hitting a slime. There's the treasury. It's good at least. Okay. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it.
Filthy high.
Hey. Alright, road lantern again. Soon. This is for farming. We want them in there for farming. It doesn't help us immediately, but we gotta get strong enough to beat this boss. So we actually have to draw some cards that are relevant to the progression here. 3 rats is kind of a lot, but maybe on loop 3 it's okay. We gotta get a better weapon. I might suppress that if I don't draw a better weapon before then. Since right now, dog bleeds a lot. I gotta get groves out of my deck. It's just not very good. What was the other thing I could attach blood grove to, chat? There was something else. So I didn't need groves. What was it though? Is that an upgrade? Forest, that's right. I'm a little ways off forest still though. That, sadly, is a fucking upgrade. As is that. Alright, 3 rat dogs. All bleeding me. So much damage, man. Alright, I have another blood grove. This is the problem with this card though. Right, so I invest in it by playing this. I invest eventually in getting some benefit out of it. But currently nothing. No oblivions yet. Alright. Might be trying to do too much, maybe. Yeah, I know, no skeletons. But the problem is when you add cards to your deck, you draw the cards you want less frequently, right? That's how that works. It's an upgrade, finally. Gonna drop all, not all of our vampirism, I guess. I'm not sure that's an upgrade. Damage to all, 16. I guess it technically is an upgrade. Okay. I like the helmet. I think the helmet's fine on the warrior, yep. I think it's always better to have more items if you can, but the cost is not that. It's between which of those meta tiles you're going to bring, right? That's better than what we're running. Barely. Okay, anyway, I can generate more. Yeah, I got spider cocoons. Alright, so we should be playing these. We need to draw cards. Less clear to me if I want to play this card or not. We don't know if it triggers off spiders. Okay. I think we missed the spawn, unfortunately, but we'll get the next spider spawn. Okay. Need to draw an oblivion. Could chrono crystal this. It's got 3 locations. Depends how deep we want the spiders to run. I could also pretend that one day we're gonna have a card out of here. That could be fun. think we added too many cards to this deck, chat. That's what I think we did. There's our first Oblivion. Do I want more groves on the board right now? Not really. Crap. I can't believe I haven't drawn a single skeleton yet. Feels bad. Actually, max HP is relevant right now. Three doggos. Can make it two. I need 3 dogs though. We have 3 potions right before going through the campfire for healing. And a level up. These are so bad. Shit, that's bad. I'm not even sure the card I chose is a card. The bonus I chose is actually a bonus. I don't think I want any more blood groves. Got a golem, that's nice. Thankfully we have these chests doing something for us. Give up all vampirism for the moment, which is not really where we want to be. Oh great, duplicated rock tile, thank you game. Okay. All right. Four out of that. I could suppress both these locations, but like 4 right now when it's spiders and oozes is fine. It's just not fine when it's rat dogs. Is that a cemetery we just found? What? We just missed daybreak. Guess I should have spidered earlier. And we have no idea right now if if this impacts this or not, right? Okay.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Johan Kebab, thanks. Do have another Oblivion. Alright. Third battlefield is actually really nice. Okay, that's 3 chests worth of spawning. These tiles are never going to be... I mean, tiles are sometimes useful. Kind of looking for another treasure right now. Dude, I've got an intern. I got that one right there. Didn't even notice. All right. Four times spider. Got a weapon upgrade though, right? We just don't have vampirism right now. Kind of, we already spawned the golem. I think I want to suppress that down to 2. Like right there. Actually, don't really care about the number of spiders. Maybe I want to suppress this down to 2. No. Okay. Happy to discard some cards, not happy to discard my Oblivion, so I need to spawn another Goblin Camp, I guess. Too much garbage, man. So what are we at? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We're 1 off anyways. I guess I can play 1 rock. Okay. Could play the meadow too if I wanted. Like right in there, right? Okay. Alright, 2 rat dogs. It's the ring. 18% vampirism over. I mean, it's a lot of magic damage. Alright, Blood Golem, show me what you were worth. Show me the value. An evasion shield, that's definitely an upgrade. Regen all, vampirism, it's a downgrade. Regen per second is an upgrade later. Chest is a big upgrade. Okay. Alright, 3 chests spawning here is great. Where am I placing these? There's one more internally. I don't really want to play it there though. I could play it there. I'm not sure that's going to be good or not. Alright, not generating shit for skeletons is pretty unpleasant. Okay to discard some of the stuff early in our hand. Getting a mimic. Don't need that. I'm gonna switch to this. Okay. Oh, there's another skeleton there. I would have waited till after the skeleton was dead, if I realized. The treasury's nice. Alright, how close to boss spawn? Not even halfway to boss spawn. Alright, triple chests here. Okay. That's a fair point about non-blooming meadows, but I care about the transformation resource off meadows. It's better than what we're using, clearly. That's worse. I don't know about that one. Okay. Triple but not quadruple spiders. Used our last potion. Close to leveling. Gotta get HP under control though. Wait, which of these was it? Not that one. Okay. to hit another level up. Okay. Don't like being at 0 potions, losing HP out of fights. It's scary. Close to another treasury, maybe. Max HP. We're gonna level up here in a couple more fights, maybe 2 more fights if we're lucky. Another cemetery is good. Oh, I guess it was this fight. Now where do I want it? It's 3, so we need it to trigger twice. So probably there. Here. Okay. Okay to discard, yeah. 4 spiders is more than I wanted. Oh, we have a level up. I should at least look what it is. Damage based on defense or battering ram. These both suck. Man, these traits have been awful. Yeah. Dude, stop paralyzing me as spiders. Like, how many was that in a row on 5% again? Like a dozen? Alright. Chat. Do we have any more suppression? We have 1 more road lantern. We'll get rid of the harpy if we place it in here. Do we want to do that? Could. I do kind of want to limit these to 3. Alright, so we're going 1 more loop without spawning the boss is the goal. I guess. Okay. Yeah, the harpy's definitely annoying. Don't have Oblivion. Deck feels too fat. That's what it feels like right now. It's evasion on that ring, which we're gonna want. It's actually exactly what we... Those are the exact stats we want for the boss, right? Is evasion and attack speed. It's good if we get there. Don't want to be bled to death by doggo. So if you could stop hitting me, that'd be great. Okay. Don't kill me, dogs. Wow, good game. Did finally pick up that Oblivion. Really don't like this deck. We have to do another loop. Need to regen health in this loop. Really unclear to me that we will. Evasion, vampirism. No magic damage. Has attack speed on it though. Evasion's so good. Alright, we got triple Skellies to fight at 400 health with 1 potion. I think we can make that work. I don't want to lose this meadow particularly. Play another one up there, waiting on a treasury. Don't care about losing all the cards prior to Oblivion though. Okay. Oh. That was our last potion, huh? Fuck. I think we're dead to Scully. We're fucking overwhelmed or whatever the hell it's called. This feels bad. Alright. Plenty of health left. Big 22 going into this next one. We are running Vampirism, kind of. A little bit of regen per second. It's not a Mimic, thankfully. Are we even okay versus Slimes? No. Alright. Too bad, man. We had that great first run, but these next two are terrible. So let's go ahead and nuke that one. Try a different start. Okay. Alright. So I think Bloodgrove was too early. Alright. No, I don't. Oh, fuck. Did I just accidentally do tutorial? I can skip tutorial like that, right? Okay. Is there a reason you aren't running for the 60% loss instead of the 30% for death? Yeah. Okay. Let's go on the expedition. What are we looking at for this? Don't want Beacon. Don't want Vampire Mansion. Have to run everything else. Road Lantern early for farming is what I want. Good. Okay. We good on this? We're good on this. Chat, it's in the title what our goal is today. In the title. Alright. Okay. Alright. Could just randomly... Oh, Road Lantern's not the acceleration one. Okay. Maybe I just don't read chat for a day. Maybe today is just like I turn off the webcam, turn off the mic, and I just stop reading chat. Maybe that's the way to do it. All right, spider cocoon out. We absolutely want. We want as many generations of spiders as possible. We're gonna get one up here, but probably only one, possibly two there, but seems really unlikely. And where am I dropping meadows? We're waiting. Okay. Gotta take care of myself. Mm-hmm. Do you want to place the spider? Alright, where though? Down here? It's 3 again, it's not bad. No chronos. Okay. I am going to want to play these Road Lanterns out. I guess the Lich spawn. I got to remember the Lich spawns to block his spawns too. Okay. Should be thinking about that as we place. Haven't drawn a Grove yet. Alright, how was the first loop? Moderate? Like not bad, but not great? Got a fair number of spiders out, which is important for scaling. Yeah. Glad you enjoyed it, Enforcer Kyle. Alright, so we're about to hit that daybreak. We don't care where we place this then. We want to block tiles adjacent to this, so this tile is a good one. Alright, don't want to play these meadows out. We're under max HP. Okay. Enemies scale on loops, but spawn on days. Okay. Alright, how many is this? Not enough to trigger. Okay. I have one too many meadows now. Should play them. We're not at max HP. It does start to matter. Gotta think about where though. Could just build a single rock formation for them. Get 4 down at least. That's probably what I need to do since I haven't drawn a treasury. There's probably a better pattern for it too, but I can't immediately think of one off the top of my head. Alright, it's quite a lot of regen per day for us at this stage. Okay. No treasury. First grove. Want to block these tiles. So we'll grove there, I guess. That tile also wants to be blocked, right? But not in a rush to do it yet. Okay. Looking forward to getting rid of mountains one day. Alright, what's that? Magic damage. Okay. Alright, Skelly for the sweet, sweet loot. It's good because we didn't get any improvements in that entire last circle. Okay. No magic damage. No real damage. Very noticeable. Counter and evasion. I guess. So we had a really, really good first loop last time. Man, that's a bit of a bummer. Just gonna pass over it. I could place it here, where we get the resource. But last time we ran out of... I think it's okay here. Last time we ran through the resource anyways. Like we've maxed it out. I know it's about to finish the day. It's not the spawn. Remember, again, chat. There's 3 things that come out of that, right? The first is walking. So it spawns enemies on days. It gets stronger on loops. And cemetery, like grove, when you walk over it, gives you a resource. If you're leaving on a loop, placing things in front of the loop, in front of where you are on a loop, means you get the resource before you leave. If you place it behind you where you are on a loop, means you get 1 less of that resource when you leave. So we just cost ourselves 1 cemetery by placing it behind us. And the thought process was, I'm not guaranteed to draw cemeteries, although I just did. And if I drew a cemetery, if I don't draw another cemetery, I wouldn't be blocking the boss tile. So it was a decision. And the point is that last time when we did the extra loop here, we maxed out cemetery resource anyway. So I'm going to place behind again, but we are losing resources by doing that. Okay. No treasuries is rough right now. 4 more meadows. Don't want to be holding this many meadows. It's kind of annoying that we haven't seen treasuries. But, yeah. We'll get book pages too, for sure. Oh, I can get level 2 shield. That's definitely an upgrade. But no damage upgrade here. Sucks. Alright, 2 skeletons. First round of dogs is okay. I wonder if I need lanterns. Maybe. So we want to place this here. I want to restrict these dog spawns. Should have placed one of the earlier ones. I can place it actually down to 2 there. So that's another tile that the lich stuff will spawn in. Could play one there too, another diagonal tile. I don't actually want to restrict skeletons below 4, but I don't think it matters. Okay. Do I want to play out more of these? Probably. I have another Oblivion. Can also play the meadows out here. Alright. I think this might have 1 more armor. Nope. Switch targets because of counter. Shows how shitty that ability is. Hey, there we go. Alright, 3 rounds, 3 skeletons for upgrades, which is great. One at a time is also great. Dude, the loot quality off skeletons is so good, man. So good. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Ah, shit. I just screwed myself with that, didn't I? Damn it. I guess for the way the Harpy Mountain makes. Don't have to do it immediately, I suppose, but still kind of annoying. Another meadow. Okay. I don't like vampires. Get them early, they're kind of okay, but they don't, the way that they scale with the tiles is painful. Skellies are alright if you can scale magic damage. It's easier to do that once you have forest, but it's still fairly easy to do that early. Have to get like enough of a thing going. Alright, a treasury. Didn't leave a lot of room for my treasuries this playthrough, did I? That's interesting too. In a battlefield. I want to take that diagonal, so I guess it's there. Okay. It's an upgrade. HP's a bit low. So what are we doing for regen? We have no regen per time period right now, just off what the meadows are. Alright, 2 treasuries is good. Alright. Another Oblivion. Okay. Don't feel very strong at the moment. Spiders for draw. Yeah. Okay, can play meadows internally here or just there. We're not super close to summoning the boss. Those are already really well suppressed. Don't think I need that quite yet. .17% evasion ring is actually fairly good. Alright, another meadow. Okay. So this is a really good time to draw a battlefield. It's probably there. Although it will convert that tile if I don't play the cemetery first. I'm not going to get anything out of that right now. Don't necessarily want 6 cemeteries in a row eventually. But I don't want to convert the tile, so I guess we're doing that. Okay. 2 chests out of that's great. Okay. Would love magic damage here. It's really nice right now. I hate giving up all of my evasion. But regen per period walking around is just good. Evading the skeletons is really nice too, though. I think we'll do it after the last skeleton. We'll change the rings out. Okay. Alright, kind of want to take the boss this loop. Not sure we're going to be strong enough. Level 6 weapon with regen on it is going to help immensely. Alright, we actually have okay regen per day now in between these. Thank you, Imjus, for the reset. Welcome back. Okay. Magic damage on that, too. Okay. Alright, I felt like this loop started a little weak. We might be able to recover from here. So I only need groves to walk through them. I don't actually want things from them. So I do want it road lanterned if we're going to do that. It's weird that that one got so spawned. Could run like a road lantern there. Oh, also I got to start thinking about where else these are going to spawn through here. So what, I need spiders there and there? Okay. Wait, why did I play that shitty thing there? Fuck. Feels bad. Okay. Alright, weak mobs I like defense for. Another road lantern. Looking to suppress over here. We want to suppress before we fight that? I think 3 with spiders is okay right now. Magic damage, damage to all on that. Okay. I'm annoyed with the placement I did over here. It's a mistake. Okay. Gargoyles are probably fine here. I have an Oblivion too. There's no real reason I can't place that. It's generally why I avoid the peaks though, is Gargoyles too early. Actually doesn't matter here though. I don't know what it's gonna do when I combine it like this. Did get the one I wanted, it's nice. Alright. It's just max HP isn't particularly relevant at the moment, since I don't have HP. I don't have percent based healing in any way. Okay. Are we healing? 536 going into this. No. Another cemetery. Kind of want the boss right now. Although I don't think we're strong enough. I don't think we're going to get enough HP back here. We're going to lose a shit ton of HP off these skellies walking through there. So where's my magic damage? There was magic damage on that. We have no vampirism. There is some on that, but it's a really weak shield. Damage to all, not where we want to be. There's evasion on this ring. Okay. We were so much stronger the last time. What can I do about that? I'm gonna be fighting double skellies at loop 6, which is a little scary. Okay. Crack treasury. No, I would never crack treasury right before here. That would make no sense whatsoever. See how bad this is. Oh, it's gonna be bad. It's like 7 hits to kill a skelly. 4, 5, 6, 7. Rip. Big upgrade though with regen on it. Nice. Also an upgrade. Okay. Alright, skellies, feed me. Feed me the good stuff. $11 magic damage on that. Fuck. Fine. Alright, do I want to play more groves? It's not high on my list of things to do, but maybe. Okay. Rip regen? Yeah, but we have 4 more skeleton fights or something, right? So we gain a shit ton of extra damage versus versus the skeletons, which I think is worth rip regen right now, as well as armor. It's an upgrade 22 to 32, lose 0.6 per cycle eventually. Another grove. We're trying to walk around again after this, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, skeleton's giving us huge upgrades. Just picked up 22 points of magic damage, which is huge. If we can regen up to roughly full HP before boss now, this would be a really good time to do boss. I need a spider location, right? Okay. Oh, I don't have fucking evasion either. Our ring is weak right now, right? We need a ring for the fight. I'll take a 13% evasion over what we're running, but I'm not super excited by that news. This is lower regen per second. Okay. Didn't want to fight 3 spiders. Another treasury. Okay. So we're gonna try to do the boss this loop and then do one more loop after if we possibly can. Alright, not fighting any particularly dense fights. I guess the next spider one's the biggest one. Is that an evasion ring? No. Okay. There's our last one of these we needed. Alright, let's run out the last cocoon. So no boss tiles to spawn on there is really good for us. Don't have to waste oblivions there. Can move mountains around later. Can play to... Can delete another spawn too. I just don't want to accidentally spawn the boss when we're not near max HP stuff. Do I care about accidentally spawning the boss? We want to take him now, I think. Not sure yet. Another oblivion. So, I guess I'm going to spam some mountains here. Alright. Do we want another grove down? Probably. Where do we want it? Just diagonal there, I guess. Okay. Another skeleton factory. Seems fine. More meadows. Health is not where I want it for the boss. Just spawn the boss. Okay. Boss is as weak as he's gonna be, but he's still gonna be fucking strong for not being at full HP here. Okay. Considering that weapon and... Oh, I already threw the ring? You have 0 vampirism right now. Also not a lot of regen. Is it worth giving out 1.2 regen right now for vampirism at 16%? It's probably going to be... I mean, our damage is okay right now. I think it probably is. Let's look at that. See what it feels like. How much are we getting per hit? Well, one-shotting Ciders is nice. 738 HP. Want this regen going off. We're going to fight boss right now, so we care about getting stronger if we can. So let's start cracking these. Regen on that, counter attack speed and defense. Damage and evasion. We don't have shit for evasion. That sucks. I don't know if we want... We're going to crack some more of those, what I think we want to do. Evasion on the ring. We use that in the boss fight. This is not something we want. Okay. Fighting a harpy. Asian ring, absolutely gonna fight with. speed chest. Quite a lot of regen on that. Max HP goes down, not super relevant. Attack speed is fine. I don't like losing 11 magic damage, but presumably 12% attack speed is going to be equal to... Is it equal to 11? 11's like 25% damage. Or like maybe a little less than that. Maybe 20% damage. Not sure. 15 evasion. We don't need to counter off that. Okay. We have a couple more to crack. We got one more there, which we can't crack till we get a thing. It doesn't have to be meadows. It could be a rock. All right. A couple more quick fights, then the boss. Dude, level 8 damage is probably good enough when we're fighting him. 28, no regen though. Go. Crack it with a lantern, thanks. An upgraded ring, it's an evasion ring. I don't know if that's better or worse than 15% evasion. What's the chest piece? Junk. Alright, so we're gonna do this boss fight at 800 HP. Currently 0 evasion, but we're gonna bring that up off of maybe the shield. Definitely the rest of it. So which of these though? 15% evasion for half regen per second or 6 damage. No idea. Think level 8 weapon is worth it? Maybe. We're looking at that too. We have to look at this. We have to go math out his HP, right? We're gonna stay. Alright. What is his HP? 820. And we do what? We're doing another 12, another 6 on that, right? So we do 30 average damage with 22 added. We're doing 50 damage per hit. So it's going to take us 17 hits to kill him before evasion. Or we can bring it up by what? An average. This adds 8 on the bottom end and 12 on the other. So we're adding 10. How many hits did I say? 16? 15? I don't know. This actually is a math calculation though. It's like the number of hits to kill versus how long we're healing for. So it's 17. Alright, so if we bring this up by, what was an average 6? I don't think it actually matters that much. But maybe we could drop damage somewhere else. Like if we drop magic damage and add it to... Comparing the ring. No, I'm not comparing the ring. The ring I don't care about. I don't care about lifestealing here. I don't think we hit fast enough or hard enough for lifesteal to be very relevant. What I'm comparing is the evasion. I was trying to decide if the regen off the... What I was doing a second ago is I'm trying to compare sword damage versus regen damage. I just got hit. Alright. And then I want to compare these two rings. I don't know. 3% evasion doesn't seem very good. 6 damage seems like a chunk more than that. I think I'm going to run this. And then evasion versus defense. We lose 21, so we lose 5 defense and magic damage for 8 evasion. I don't think so. I think I'm keeping the weapon I have too. I don't think it's gonna reduce the number of hits by a lot. But like regen here for like 10 seconds is 18 HP. How much did he hit me for? He hits me for 125. No. So a single point of evasion or 1 less hit matters here. Okay. And the armor doesn't either. Go. We need a couple evasion triggers here. Not getting any. Okay. Good enough. Alright, I think we run another loop here. Alright. Where does that place? We'll need to start restricting these. Where does the meadow go? All right. Damage is still okay on these skellies. A little bit more would be nice. I didn't even look at the items we dropped. We got an evasion, magic damage, regen chest. That's incredible. Magic damage, attack speed here. Only 5 though. No, 7. I think that's still better than the evasion right now. That's a little closer. I think overall evasion is super useful. Oh my god, an evasion and magic damage on the sword. So many upgrades. Alright. I think we should be slaughtering skeletons right now. I have no lifesteal, which is a bit rough. Vampirism on this and regen. After we clear the skeletons, maybe? Magic damage, damage to all. Regen per second encounter. That's tempting. I think we just want to keep two-shotting these skeletons till we walked out of here, though. Alright, another treasury. Here is fine. Don't have anything to play in there. Do we need tree resources still? We do. Do we have another road lantern? We can have.
Hello.
Hello, Moonman. Thanks for the resub. Alright. Careful the shield doesn't delete. Oh, we picked up a bunch of other ones. I think I prefer that shield. Some vampirism would be good. I don't want to give up magic. I don't want to give this stuff up for it though. Counter and evasion is a scam. What's the other ring? I'm looking at regen ring like that. Drop that. Well, we could run this when we come back maybe. Okay, like this. Quick pick Nick. Thanks for the sub. Alright. Okay, so now we need to recover from this. Regen per second and vampirism on a ring is insane recovery for us, so it's great. Although, does this do the same? No, it's 10 less. And then we want regen per second here. Okay. Lanterns available. We certainly want to suppress total numbers that can spawn. I don't know about oozes. And spider cocoons. So what do we try to maximize here? We try to maximize transmutation and stable metals. We want to come out of 10 stable metals. And I don't want to fight 1,000 skeletons, but we're not going to fight 1,000 skeletons. They don't spawn very quickly without the chronos. Where are we here? So this will go to... that can go to 3. I don't care if it goes to 3, and I can't stop it from going to 3. That's at 2 already. Grove's not reduced. I don't think it matters. Okay. So I want to save Oblivions as much as possible for moving stuff around now. don't think I need spiders at all. I mean, maybe it cycles for oblivions fast enough that I care. Is there like a location I can place it? Not really. In here, I guess. Four slimes. Okay. Another oblivion. We should use the first one so I can discard garbage. Okay. Pretty gentle. Alright. Yep, Oblivion on the Mountain Peak forces the Mountain Peak to reform, and a reformed Mountain Peak gives you transmutation bonus again. Okay. Do we care about spiders anywhere? Not really. Alright, we are regenning around this run, which is good. Level 7 weapon with vampirism, worse than what we're running. Okay. We gotta get a good start on map 2, right? Another Oblivion, we should reform this mountain. Okay. Still need wood and stable metal. Could place another grove. Maybe in here. Then suppress it in a moment. Alright, our health is recovering nicely. Got a lot of upgrades after beating the boss, plus then hitting all of our skeletons. Which is quite nice. We can probably get one more loop. One more loop's going to be starting to push us towards the maxes on all these too. Okay. What's our magic damage at right now? Evasion's at 26. Magic damage is 13. That's probably good enough for fighting skellies again. Happy to continue playing these. What do I want to suppress? We're gonna hit peak number of skellies at 3 here. I think that's still okay. Okay. Hey, Billy. Alright, transmutation. Let's the resource we want most here. Grove is wood still. We're gonna hit max wood here, right? Probably. You really like this game? I'm having fun with it right now, but I think I'm having fun because I'm playing my way. Might not be as fun otherwise. Double suppressed there. Happy to just drop a grove. It's fine. Alright, we finished this loop, but I think we're strong enough to go for another loop. So I think we're going to attempt to do that. We're not maxed on quite a few resources I want to be, including stable metal, and that's the big restricting one to begin with, right? Yeah. Alright, skeletons, pay me out. That seems nice. After we beat the skeletons, magic damage is super valuable at the front of this run. Okay. I don't need max HP, so playing these tiles is only giving me stuff that I'm going to max out on anyways. So I want to save Oblivions. I don't want to generate goblin camps during this run until I've already passed the locations where they can spawn from. It's a nice piece of equipment. I gotta get food after this. Okay. Alright. Evasion, damage to all. Level 8. We're running a level 8, right? So these are both worths. It's fine. What's this do? Worse than what we're doing. I mean, it's better for what we're fighting at the moment. Although I like our regen per second. It's a lot of regen per second. I think we're just fine on the skeletons right now. I want to make sure we pop these chests, transmutation resources there as well. So we're capped on stable metal. Still fighting 1,000 skeletons. Okay. Alright, thinking about cracking the next Oblivion. I don't know how close we are on goblin spawns. Okay. This in-game music's on, dude. No, it's not just ambient. In-game music's on. Okay. Alright, very close to losing Oblivion right here in a full hand. So I guess we're going to use it right now. Okay. Happy to get rest of these cards discarded. Okay. Alright, this is the last skeleton fight. Good. Alright. Alright, was I upgrading to one of these? I think I might have been. I was trying to, so that's regen per second. It's evasion again. Evasion and defense. It's pretty nice right now. Especially versus the low damage stuff. What's the type of damage we're seeing on rat dogs right now? Harpies are doing 47. Okay. When I say regen's the most important stat on a warrior. No, I would say all of that depends on where in the cycle you are and what you're trying to do. I think we can play that out. Okay. 2 more meadows. Meadows for transformations. Good. I can transform. Oh shit, I could have transformed that again if I had played that. What's better? The one I actually ended up doing. All of the stats are good. It's like evasion is just incredible for bosses, right? Magic damage is incredible for skeletons. I don't really find AoE damage very useful at all. Vampirism is good to have at least one source of vampirism so that each hit gives you something, and it's good once you've stacked a bunch of damage later, like off of Burnt Force, but it's not very good just in general. Like early warrior game doesn't do a lot with regeneration. So what stat is best depends, is the answer. But I do like the consistent regen off of regen per second, just in general. Alright, so we just need transmutation for the rest of this run. Okay, where else can I fill this in? I've already passed that. I don't think we're going back. Can't remove anyway, so it's probably fine. I guess discarding cards is better than this. We're maxed on wood. We are. Should have held that in my hand. Alright. Oblivion's too rare to be spending on gargoyles, in my opinion. With this strategy, anyways. Okay. Yeah, I think Grey Loot can be good. 20% evasion off rings is really solid, for example. I think it's really, like, Grey weapons are really bad. I think Grey ring is fine. But I'm not convinced Grey anything else necessarily. Maybe a Grey shield sometimes. It just depends again, right? Depends what you're trying to go for. Alright. Keep moving. So literally just transmutation at this point that we care about. So we just need to draw Oblivions. So I should be spamming these spider locations. Just missed the daybreak. None of these matter. Maybe there. Okay. Honestly, probably fine for where we're at. I love the evasion and magic damage on our weapon, though. It's so good right now. No reason not to crack this, I don't think. Don't need cemeteries or mountains. Don't need that. That's better than what we're running. Okay. Alright, we've got 2 more of these to crack. Let's crack this one. Road Lantern, not helpful at the moment. We're maxed unstable meadows, so I don't think, I mean, battlefields actually do matter here. If we can overlap 2 battlefields to eat tiles, then it's relevant. So I guess we can play them out. start trying to do it over here. Okay. Alright, so meadows matter, oblivions matter, and battlefields matter. I think that's all that matters for draws right now. And I think we're done on this rotation because I can't make myself farm anymore. I don't know, Triple P. Kind of enjoying it as a challenge. I don't like the idea of just meta progressing, getting stronger and stronger till you beat something without at least attempting to do that rapidly. So. Do I have an estimate on how many expeditions it's going to take me? I have no idea. But I do know it would take me less if I start the game stronger. Alright, hit another Oblivion. Great. Okay. 3 more fights here. Changing tiles with battlefield get you the resource. Yeah, that's why I just did that. That's why I just double blood clotted that area. Or double battlefielded that area, was to change that into blood clot areas. Which changes the core tile apparently, which is transmutation. Alright, we need to crack this. We can do that with 3 mountains. We just don't want to rock. We just don't want to run out. Okay, another meadow. Good. All the chests are open now. Okay. Alright, I don't think there's anything else left to do except to finish this. Okay, I think we're definitely strong enough to go again if we wanted to, but I don't think there's any reason to do it. The only one we'd be getting is Metamorphosis, and we wouldn't be getting a lot of it. I don't know how to get Orb of Expansion. I feel like we had more of this last time. I don't know where that comes from. Fighting groups of 4 or something, right? Okay. So I think we are going home here. That seemed like a pretty good one. Not the best ever, but pretty solid. Okay, I'm going to grab lunch, and then we are going to run out Expedition 2. Okay. Alright. So we're going to run Herbalist Huts and Field Kitchen. Just like last time, but we need a slightly better roll. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't even look in Gymnasium, of course. Good. Alright. So last time we added Blood Grove for the boss. I think this fight we're not even going to mess with the boss. I think we're going to try to hit boss on second rotation. So I think that to me means... something like this. Talk about it when I come back. Alright, back in a second. All right, chat. So I'm not trying to do absolute minimum, but I am trying to do a low count. Do we want to go back to Act 1 or Act 2? What's the scaling? Start stronger, scale faster. We can bring back double resource though. No, we want to go Act 2. Okay. Alright, I think Bloodgrove is something for me for boss 3 onwards. Road Lantern's farming. Chrono Crystal is scaling. Can add them both for trying to farm this. If we farm this, though, we have to beat the boss, essentially, right? Build a swamp for fun. No? No? No swamps for fun. Depends how many of these multiplication orb things we need. We could try to get Village Vampire Mansion going. This doesn't seem strong. The moment we're held back by the fact that we're stuck on Mountain Meadow, right? So we want as many fights that still generate resources for us. Resources are from card draw, from playing out more meadows, transmutation in particular. I think it has to be Road Lantern here. Okay, so we're gonna run this. We might handle boss, we might not. All right, off we go. Might be worth killing Lich again. Yeah, I was wondering about maybe doing map 1 again. Just the resource generation off map 1 seems so bad. Comparatively, 40% more resource gain on map 2 and max 20. It's a pretty solid battlefield. Okay. Do I have a guard tower? Nope. Oops. Should be running this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I should be doing map 1 twice or not. Grove. I have a pretty clear idea how I want things to go in this, but I'm not sure we're setting up for that particularly well yet. Alright, that needs to be played. A lot more space over there, I don't know if it matters. So loop 1, kind of meh. We generated we got one battlefield in play, which is nice. The rest of it kind of not great. Missed the rat, unfortunately. Alright, weapon for this is good. Evasion regen weapon, that's perfect. To start with. Anyway. Alright, are we building our structure here? We're eventually going to want it. I guess we'll see. Cemetery just spawned. That's nice. Do we want it as close as possible? Yeah, I think that's fine. We don't have blood groves. Shouldn't matter. Do we need the space? Seems unlikely. Okay. This is a speed run attempt. I don't know, I feel like I've been fairly clear about this. It's in the title too, right? Just trying to do a low run. I don't like the idea of just like meta progressing through something in its entirety. So it's just kind of a low count run. So it's a goal. Another grove. We're not going to hit 20. I could get another battlefield in here. There's not really much a lot of a point. Okay. All right, level 2 weapon helped for this run. What's this ring doing? Evasion upgrades, good enough. We have regen per second off, I think, the weapon too, which is nice. No vampirism yet. Hey, just in time to get a skeleton, fantastic. And a chest showing up. Isn't a low expedition count kind of a speed run? Kinda. It's a low expedition count, kind of like how I defined it. Alright, first spider draw. We want this spitting out spiders on these locations, that's fine. It's the max number of spiders by the time we get there. At 3. Okay, get an Oblivion for the first camp spawn. I think that's still worth. Damage upgrade plus keeping a regen upgrade is really nice. That's nice too. Dude, so much value out of the chest. Alright, we've got 2 road lanterns. Do we care? Not really. Do I want some mountains down? Max HP is still relevant. Okay. It's not about a timer, it's just not quite there, right? Like, yeah, I guess it's technically a speed run for us because it'll be the fastest attempt we've had at it, but I just don't... We ran into some difficulties in the later game in this game, and the suggested solution was essentially just keep playing rotations, and I don't want to max out rotations. I'd rather play strategy first and then rotations second. I think we will get to points where we can't progress without more farming. I don't think we're there quite yet. So maybe like Act 4 we'll have to do a little farming because I don't think we power scale fast enough right now. But I don't want to be like 25 runs in going like, oh, we just need to do 6 more rotations so we can get strong enough to complete this. It's not really where I want to be. Eh. Where, if anywhere, do I want to suppress? Chrono crystals. Huh. I actually do want chrono crystals on skeletons right now. Okay. Can suppress them in a minute, I guess. Still not gonna get one there, I don't think. We actually probably hit a different daybreak along the way. That's probably 3 actually. So we probably did get 1 skeleton there. Yeah, nice. Good chrono crystal this spawn. Seems worth it as well. Alright, level 4 defense trumps everything else. Yes, skeletons drop good loot. That's the advantage of spawning more skeletons. Alright. Evasion plus defense, we'll take it. It's maybe an upgrade. Do need to play one of these Oblivions. So what are we at? We're at 3, 6, 7, 8. Couple more rocks gets us a... I guess I just want to play lanterns is what I want to do here. Only downside to lanterns is number of tiles on the board, right? Okay. Alright, skeleton. Give me your loot. No magic damage. Skeleton looks hard, actually. What's his second ability? Not finished. Okay. Would like to actually spawn that goblin camp. I guess our first point of vampirism is worth 3 defense, I guess. Okay. All right. Another grove. That's fine for now. We're going with the meadow. There seems good. Okay. All right. Another crystal. I think I can play it out. Triple spiders up here. Triple's fine. Need a weapon upgrade. I've got that level 4 there. Just missed Daybreak. Don't want to lose Oblivions. Okay. Gonna level up here, I think, on this fight. So we get to see what our first trade is. We seem reasonably, but not incredibly strong right now. It's a lot of regen per second. A lot of dead time on these laps still. Alright, what do we just pick up?